Hello. So we aren't going to get started for another 7 minutes or so, but I just wanted to go ahead and open up the live stream so that people can get themselves settled. And in the description for this video, there are recommended props as well as information for anybody who would like to donate for our time. This is a free class, but if you feel blessed and like you would like to donate, there is information to where you can do that. And the props, again, are listed in the comments. I'll probably say that again a couple times as people get on for the live stream. So just be prepared. You're going to hear that again. And then for now, we're just going to be milling about while we wait for 7:15 to roll around. Hey guys, so it's 7:12 and the whole family's here. We've got Timmy is hiding, but our dog is here. He loves gentle yoga, so he's chilling with us. Yeah, he actually loves pretty much any yoga we practice. He loves to be on the mat with us. And our cat just ran up her little, whatever you call that, cat stand. So we're going to get started in a couple minutes, and most important is if you're here early, go ahead and get your props. There's a recommended props list in the in the description of the class. It should be showing up under there. If it's not, please someone let me know in the chat so that I can fix that real quickly. And then also, if you feel so inclined or blessed to donate money, there's also information where you can do that. So Other than that, we'll get started in a few minutes. I just want to make sure we're starting at the time that we said we're going to start, so that if people jump on right at a couple minutes after, they're not missing a bunch of information. Also, there will be a replay of this available on the channel. And I feel like there was something else I was going to let you know, but it has slipped my mind. So while you guys get set up with your props, let me know if you have questions. I'm going to get my essential oils going. Oh, rats. We're out of water. Can you go get just a cup of some water, please? All right. I'll be right on time. Okay, so we're gonna get started, and yeah, it's 7:15 on the dot, and I've got some frankincense and lavender in the diffuser because lavender is a really good calming essential oil, and frankincense is really good for meditative mindfulness and things like that. So we are going to start with some centering and pranayama, just like normal. And on Monday, we did some alternate nostril breathing. And so, I'm sorry, we did some square breathing. So today we're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. And if you've never done that before, it's pretty simple once you get going, once you know what you're doing. We're just going to do some together. If you know how to do it and you're ready to go, go right ahead. So we'll bring the right hand, and I'm not mirroring you right now, but you'll use your right hand and bring your first finger and your middle finger. You'll bring them to the top of your head. So your ring finger and your thumb are on the outsides of your nose. Now you're going to be plugging your one nostril at a time during this practice. If it's more comfortable, you can tuck the fingers down. Timmy the dog needs a little of this too. So you're going to plug the right side and breathe in through the left first. Plug the left and breathe out through the right. Keep the left side plugged and inhale through the right. Plug the right and exhale through the left. So that's just a quick idea to let you know how easy it actually can be. We'll come back to that. So first we're going to find our breath, and I'll guide you through getting back started with that. But we're going to find our breath, find our seat, get comfortable. If you need to sit against a wall or a couch or something, please give yourself some grace and let yourself have that support. It may not be comfortable to sit cross-legged without blankets or a meditation cushion or something underneath you, and that's completely normal and totally acceptable. So get your sitting bones rooted down into your cushion, your mat, whatever you've got. And then lengthen through the crown of the head. So my chin won't come up. My chin stays parallel to the earth, but the crown of my head is reaching and my shoulders are releasing down towards the earth. And then start to find your breath. Allow the eyes to close. If you can, allow the breath to move in and out through the nose. Making your way through the whole body with the breath. And as you do this, you might notice some places in your body that feel comfortable and safe, and some places that maybe there's some tension being caught, or some places that just feel stuck. The breath is just not moving as freely as in other areas of the body. And we're just here to notice. I notice the tension in my low back today, and I send breath there. I notice the stuckness in my arms, and I send my breath there. And just spend about 5 more breaths, just being aware. And allowing the breath to support the body. And then take a nice deep inhale. And a nice long exhale through the nose. And we'll begin our alternate nostril breathing. So again, the peace sign goes to the top of the head or down in between the fingers. Ring finger and thumb on the outside of the nose. Inhale first through the left side. Exhaling through the right. Inhale through the right. Exhale through the left, plugging the right nostril. And continue. So you only switch when you're about to exhale. And if you're stuffy today, Brett's going to continue so you guys can kind of get an idea. But if you're feeling some stuffiness today, you can mentally do this practice. So whether that means just one nostril is feeling stuffy or both. So if it's my left, I may just not plug the right when I'm inhaling through the left, and I'll just mentally inhale through the left. Because our goal is to create some balance, and forcing the breath when we're a little stuffed up can create some tension. So allow yourself whatever version of this you need, even if it's mostly thinking. Inhale through the left, exhale through the right. And we'll just do about 5 more rounds. The next time you exhale through the right side, allow your hand to come down to the knee. Your eyes can stay closed. Allow your breath to fall into its own natural pace. And just notice where the breath is now. It isn't good, it isn't bad. You haven't done enough or not enough. We're just here to notice and be with the breath. See if anything changed. And be okay if it didn't. Some of these practices take repetition and patience and grace for the self. We'll bring the palms together at the heart. Bow the head just slightly. Bring into mind 1 to 3 gratitude items. It could be a cup of tea or your favorite song. It doesn't have to be deep. It can be. And then take just a gentle bow with the head a little deeper to that gratitude. We'll take a nice big inhale and reach the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. And exhale, fold forward. Take about 3 more breaths here, sinking slightly deeper into your fold. It doesn't have to be visible or physical for you to be moving deeper. After that third exhale, inhale the arms all the way back up. And exhale, twist to your left and bring that right hand to your knee and that left hand behind you. Gently turning the head back and forth. We're not forcing a twist in this practice. It's gentle, so just allow it to be what it needs to be for now. Next time we look over the back shoulder, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, sweep your arms back to the center. Take a full inhale right here and exhale to the other side. Gently move the head side to side, easeful and slow. Chin parallel to the earth. And the next time you look over that back shoulder, take a deep inhale. And exhale, sweep the arms out and up. And take a big inhale in the middle. Exhale the hands down to the heart. Go ahead and switch the cross of the legs. Sweep the arms out and up as you inhale. And then exhale the left arm down, right hand up and over. Brett's not used to mirroring because he's not used to teaching. So he got confused about directions. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen through the arm. Make sure both sitting bones are rooted into the earth. And then the next time you take a big inhale, lengthen through that arm again and exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the other side. Take a long inhale and lengthen through that arm. Next time you inhale, lengthen through that arm again and exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale all the way back up. And exhale, fold forward. Two more breaths here. Nice long inhale, and as you exhale, sink a little deeper. In some way, it doesn't have to be physically sinking deeper. And then inhale, lift the arms all the way up as you come up this time. Exhale, the hands down to the heart, and then make your way into tabletop. Once you're in tabletop, start to find your cat-cow this evening. Inhaling, dropping the belly, lifting the heart more than the head. We tend to crank the head, but it's more the heart than the head. Exhale, reach the spine up towards the sky. Push that mat away from you and pull the belly button in towards the spine. And continue for the next few breaths. And then come to a nice neutral spine. So with the next part, we're going to use a little bit of a gentle flow. My my dog's going to be upset because I'm going to be moving him a little bit. So what we're going to do is take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, and then exhale, come down into knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, lift the heart up. The belly comes all the way to the earth, cobra, and then exhale all the way back to child's pose. And then inhale back up, lift the heart, reach the belly towards the earth. And then exhale, come down to knees, chest, and chin. I'm not actually supposed to do this. Inhale, cobra. And then exhale all the way back to child's pose. So we'll do this 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. I mean, you can extend quite a bit longer than that. Inhale, cobra, and exhale all the way back to child's pose. We were trying to make room for the dog, so we were kind of doing it a little differently. So inhaling into cow. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra, and exhale all the way back to child's pose. So last time, I believe, if I counted right, I may not have, and this is a recording, so it'll be saved if I didn't, but oh well. Once you land in child's pose this last time, get a little bit more comfy and really sink into your child's pose. Three more breaths here. If you're feeling some tension still in the body or newly found tension, let some exhales fall out through the mouth. Some nice big inhale and exhale. You can even let out some noise. You're in your own home, so if you need to let out something more dramatic, let it be whatever it needs to be. And then go ahead and come back up into table when you're ready. Tuck the toes and walk each hand forward at least one handprint. We're going to make our way into down dog this evening, just briefly. So take a nice big inhale. Brett's all ready to jump into it. So take a nice big inhale, and then as you exhale, lift the hips like you're trying to sit on the ceiling. So as you can see, the knees do not have to be straight. So I'm more interested in opening the heart here. So reaching the shoulders and the heart back towards the knees. And then the knees can be a little bent. You guys can't see this right now, but in the past, Brett had to bend his knees quite a bit. So it takes just a lot of patience and kindness to yourself to get to where you can feel a little more openness in the body. Inhale forward to plank, and then exhale back to down dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale forward to plank, and exhale back to down dog. Last time, inhale forward, and exhale back to down dog. Another thing you can't quite see, but your heels do not have to be on the earth either. So we can do a whole session on down dog at some point, and we probably will. But just keep in mind, your knees can be bent, your heart is reaching for your knees. And then come down into table. Some of you may have even come down and moved back up into down dog, back and forth a few times. That's totally normal. So bring the left hand under the face here in table. Inhale the right arm out and up. And then exhale, reach that arm all the way under and across. So that's the most intense pose we're going to do today. That down dog is the biggest intensity that we're going to do. And we're doing this twist afterwards to give you a little bit of a shoulder stretch after that intense down dog. And I mean intense compared to what we're doing, but it's really good for us to do just a little challenge, even in a gentle practice every once in a while. A lot of you who know me know we don't often do even down dog in my gentle classes. Take one more exhale here, and as you inhale, press into that left hand to bring you back up to the table and open the right wing all the way out up. Beautiful. And then bring that right hand back down. Bring the right hand under the face. Inhale the left arm out and up. And then exhale, thread the needle. If you're new to this pose, give yourself some space. Keep the hips above the knees. And give yourself some space in the spine here. So allow your head to scoot forward on the mat if that's what you need. Just a few more breaths here. What a good boy. And then the next time you inhale, press into the right hand. Inhale the left arm all the way out and up. Left wing opens back up. And then exhale that hand back down. Take time for 3 cat-cows. Maybe a couple circles with the hips. And then we're going to move on to the back. So we're going to you're going to just make your way flat onto your back with the knees bent, the feet on the mat, and the arms down by the sides. So today, we used bridge the other day for a bridge flow. Today we're going to use bridge in a supported way. So we'll press into the feet and lift the hips up towards the ceiling, and then place a block or a rolled up blanket. You can roll up a blanket kind of like so and put this underneath the sacrum, and that's where the bony part, you'll feel kind of a bony place where your low back and your butt meet up. So let your sacrum rest onto this block and find somewhere comfortable on this block to release. It is good and important in this particular practice that you get comfortable. And sometimes it's just as comfortable as we can get. In this last 45 seconds or so, take a little note of where you might still be holding tension in your body in this pose. Where maybe you feel like you thought you relaxed, but you could let a little more breath in and let go a little bit more. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, let some of that exhale fall out through the mouth. Maybe do that 1 or 2 times, depending on how much release you need in this pose. And then find the right inhale for you to gently lift the hips up off of the block. Remove the block and with control, slowly release down onto the mat. Let the knees fall side to side. You might even let them drop all the way to one side for a couple breaths and then to the other. You're welcome to move your arms out of the way too. You don't have to fall into your hands. And then when you're ready to come back to the center, bring the knees back to center. Let the legs fall into butterfly for a few breaths, bringing the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Just checking in with the breath. We'll do this maybe 1 or 2 more times before the end of class. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go on. And then gently bring the knees back to center and roll over onto one side. Gently press yourself up to a seat. And then grab your bolster and a blanket maybe, depends on juice. Nope. No. So your bolster is going to go a long ways on the mat. Timmy, go lay down. Go. And then you'll have your left thigh in line with the short edge of the mat. And you might want to blanket in between your knees for this pose, or you might want to blanket under the head or both. So that's why we needed more than one blanket tonight. And then you'll place a hand on either side of the bolster. Find the length in the spine, and as you're ready, begin to melt all the way down onto the bolster. Your head will be facing the same direction as your knees. And really get cozy here. We'll be here for several minutes. If thoughts continue to come up, we don't push them away, we don't invite them in, we just notice the thoughts are coming. Even if they keep recycling, we notice the thoughts and we come back to the breath. We notice the thoughts and we just say, it's that same thought again. It's that same fear again. We just say, I'm not interested in entertaining you at this moment, thought. It takes a lot of practice to do that. It's not an easy mindful practice, but it's worth it. Don't trust me on this, try it. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. As your breath brings your awareness alive from the inside out, let your breath and your body tell you when you're ready to move to the other side. Take your time. Let it be as easeful as you can and in the way that works for your body. Remembering to cushion yourself and get comfortable. Remembering to find a little length in the spine before you release. Remembering to find grace for the thoughts that come up and for the body that holds the tension behind those thoughts. And with every exhale, let go of something that is no longer serving you as best you can. Take a long breath in and a deep breath out. As your breath brings awareness back to the room and your body and your breath become ready, gently begin to press yourself up to a seat. And leave your bolster right where it is. We'll bring the blanket that was between your knees or under your head, bring that to go under your head, so under the far end of the bolster. And you'll sit facing away from the bolster. I'm going to do this with you with my legs out wide, but you're going to keep your legs straight out in front of you and sit straight up, lengthening through the spine. And slide your hands along your legs as you do this. So you'll take a nice big inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Exhale, fold forward. Let everything fall. Inhale all the way back up. Just a couple more of these, however many you wish to do. And then when you're ready, the next place you'll go is lying back onto the bolster behind you. We're not going to do this with supports under the bolster this time unless you really, really would like them. So this will be a little bit different than the way we did earlier this week. So as you can see, the legs can stay straight out in front of you. You can also bring the legs into butterfly. But I do strongly, strongly recommend that you only do this if you have something to support the knees. So be it blankets or blocks to put under the knees and the thighs. If for some reason you're feeling a lot of heaviness this week in the legs from being at a desk all day and you'd rather put your legs up the wall, this is a really great time to do that as well. If you haven't done that before, don't worry about it. We'll do it in other sessions, so you'll get a chance to try it out. And let everything rest and fall out wide or out long if the legs are long. Let everything feel support from the earth, from the cushion, from the breath. And let your breath do its own work. We have a tendency in these practices sometimes to manipulate the breath a lot and do a lot of very deep breathing. And there is a time for that. And it is proper in a lot of situations. We don't have to do that right now. So right now, just let the breath. Allow the breath. At this time, if you chose to put your legs up the wall, go ahead and bring them down and make your way to the back with a bolster under the knees. Make your way into Shavasana, the bolster under your knees. So you'll lay flat on the mat, the arms at your sides, away from the torso. And you'll put some sort of cushion under the knees. If you're laying on a bolster, you can stay here another minute or minute and a half, and I'll let you know when to move to Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And those who haven't already made your way to Shavasana, gently pull the knees back up out of butterfly and roll to one side so you can get yourself up to a seat momentarily. I recommend a blanket under the head and a bolster under the knees. This helps relieve some lower back pain. So if you usually cannot lay on your back with a bolster under your knees, you should be able to. Well, I won't say should, but it often helps. If it's still just not possible, you can lay on your side. Like if you're pregnant like me, you can lay on your side and put a bolster underneath the top leg to support you. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let your breath continue to be a little deeper than normal. Allow yourself to gently come back from the inside out, staying right where you are. Let your fingers and toes move first. And before you come all the way into movement, I wanted to share a reading with you. This is from Rumi. It's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they're a crowd of sorrows, who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He or she may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. So bring to mind whatever those pieces of gratitude were that you thought of at the beginning of practice. And for a few breaths, breathe in gratitude and breathe out anything that no longer serves you. And let your body and your breath let you know when you're ready to come back to a seat. Take your time. You're at home, so stay in Shavasana for as long as you want. We'll close out, but you all take as much time as you need. We'll come to a nice cross-legged seat with the palms together at the heart. Gently bow the head to whatever inner wisdom brought you to give you yourself this practice. Take one last nice deep inhale in through the nose, down into the belly. And exhale through the nose. And we close out by saying Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. That's all it means. That's the short version. So thank you guys for being here, and thank you for bringing your presence, those of you who joined us live. For those of you watching after, thank you as well. I appreciate anyone who gives us a thumbs up or wants to share this with your friends through Facebook or Instagram, whatever you choose to use. And I also, this is a free class. It is donation based. So if you do feel blessed and would like to give, there is information in the description about how to give to us for our time. Thanks for putting up with us. I hope you enjoyed, especially our little Timmy time, our dog coming in and out. So Y'all have a wonderful evening, and thank you from Smyrna, Georgia.